That's right. ABC Direct Sales, Tokyo, Japan, 8:30 in the a.m., probably about 105 degrees in the shade. It is hot. So we will be putting on the Fila to try to do what we can do to keep it cool. And this really is a great key word is cool. COOL. The reason this is going to be a very, very important keyword is because it gets hot out there. And when we're talking about getting hot, we're talking about attitudes, anger, madness, disappointment, right? In the whole 9 yards. So, one thing to understand is when we're dealing in direct sales, one of the most beautiful things once you start understanding the process is you understand and should know early on people buy from emotion, right? We all know this. What a lot of people don't realize is one of the strongest emotions that people have is when they're pissed off about your company or your product or the service or the money they spent. And these are the best. They are. So we're going to talk about flipping deals and why it is so great of an opportunity to get that person who calls in to cancel or calls in to get their money back about something or make a complaint to somebody. Because these are the people that they're so emotional is you can flip them into much, much bigger deals. Very, very quick story. Guy calls, doesn't do his job right. Or she called in, I'm not quite sure the situation. He didn't do his job right. Got her all upset, she got mad, this, that, and the other, and somehow got disconnected very quickly. She called back to make a formal, complaint, and maybe it spent like $100 or something. I got her on the phone, and she turned into what should have been a 20-pounder, but the guy I was working with was a chicken, to put it PC-wise, right? And he only put her up on the board for like 14 grand, which pissed me off because she had 100 grand. And she easily would have been a 20-pounder. In fact, she basically was. The person I just was working with didn't have the mental faculty or the nerve or whatever. He was a chicken shit. Let me just cuss. Pardon me. So, calls in, disappointed. I'm talking with her. She's on like level 12. I mean, she's mad, she's upset. And all I needed to do is put my feet up on the desk, which I did, kick back in the chair, hear her out, bond rapport with her, let her know that we're taking care of it, and bam, right? She turns around and 45 minutes later and spends another $14,000. She could have easily been 20. We had $20,000 packages, and none of us could understand why she didn't go up for 20, but it was a split deal, and I just made the assumption that the guy I was working with was going to do the right thing and write her up for 20, and he should have and he could have. So when you're dealing with people that are very, very distraught, angry, mad, Why are you calling me? You called me 10 times, left 5 messages. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm eating lunch, or I'm on the golf course, or you called me in the morning, or you called me late, or why are you calling on Sunday? These are perfect opportunities to hear the person out, bond with them, agree with them, and make a hot situation into a cool situation. So we'll get further into that. ABC Direct Sales, understand that even if you're calling these people over and over and over and over and over and over again, which I've done. Like I called one guy, I had to call him like 20 times, literally. And when you get in these situations and they're so mad and upset, remember, people buy from emotion. And the weakest emotion that we can have is being mad, right? That's why you see salespeople at the top of the game. They're always kind of happy. You're always kind of in good moods because we know we should be in good moods. However, we know that being overly emotional is a major weakness. We try to be happy, not overly happy, but happy in the middle, because once people are swinging, in fact, you're better off with a overly disappointed client prospect than a happy customer. Believe it. If you don't know, you'll learn it and figure it out. And again, going back to the distraught call, if it's a 20 call or 15 times you called them, they're just angry. That's a good thing, because people buy from emotion, and you can deal with the emotional person, but cannot deal with the empty telephone or a showroom floor that has no people. See you again. Hope that made sense. And we'll get into details on how to further deal with the distraught, pissed off, not happy, hate you, don't call me again client.